Welcome to MetalVice in 666. I'm your host, Brian, joined with the other host,
Karen.
If you haven't joined us before, 666 is we pick a topic and speak on it for 6 minutes and 66 seconds. Or we used to. We had a timer and everything. We'd always run late and over and whatnot. So we did away with the timer, but kept the concept the same.
Yeah, just one topic.
Pick one topic, talk about it for a short amount of time to try to hone in on our rambling and wandering around conversations that we often do.
And it doesn't work.
Still doesn't work, no. But this episode, as the title of the episode on YouTube will say, is about no phones at concerts. And mostly about the ghost experience.
Yeah.
Because we've been to concerts where, before and since, the Billy Idol one, not long after Ghost, and then a couple years before was the Wage War A Day to Remember.
Yeah, they're like acoustic set.
Yeah, the unplugged or stripped set or whatever they call it.
Well, yeah, I don't know what the A Day to Remember was, but the Wage War was the stripped album.
For like the stripped album, right. Yeah. But for those two shows, that one and the Billy Idol, before the show started, they came over the PA system and said, the band would like you to not take photos. So for both shows, we refrained from taking photos during the set.
Yep.
We honored their wish and their request, and we did. However, there are a lot of people around us who didn't. They kept doing it. And even Billy Idol, I don't know if the Wage War show said this, but the Billy Idol show said, if you are caught, you will be kicked out.
Yeah, yep.
Not a single fucker was kicked out. No. I don't know. It's not us. So.
And we don't know the venue, if that's like just a common thing that is said and not necessarily like a Billy Idol thing. Or if it is something that, you know, like Billy Idol asked for and just they didn't enforce it.
Right. Ghost, however, was a little different. We knew this going in, and it's been a little controversial maybe to some extent.
Yeah, I've heard both sides of the comments on it.
Yeah, but when you went to the Ghost show, you would have to put your phone in this like little, not plastic, like this little case thing.
Like a canvas case,
Yeah, that was magnetically shut. They had places around the venue that if you needed to use your phone, you can go get it unlocked and use your phone in the designated area.
Yep.
And when you leave, you just get it unlocked and you throw it in the bin.
Yeah. And I've heard a lot of comedy shows do this as well. Not necessarily concerts. I'm sure there are concerts that use it, but like comedy shows, I've heard that a lot. And it's mainly because they're recording for like or they don't want their jokes to get out or whatever. So I
know that's also a big thing with comedy for people workshopping jokes where they're not like fully formed jokes. They're just trying things out to figure out what works. You don't want that to get leaked necessarily. Also, jokes are a little different where if you hear the joke once, you don't necessarily want to hear it again.
Right.
However, music's weird where if you hear music once, you want to hear it again.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's maybe a different conversation. But
it is, yeah.
But it's a different thing,
It's just something that I've seen is like those pouches are used for
other events
for those events, yeah. I'm sure there's other concerts that do use them. Not that we have been to. This is our first one.
I think Tool wants to do it. I think Jack Black's done something similar in the past as well. So it's definitely out there. This was sort of our first experience with the whole pouch thing.
Yeah. And I had to be honest when it was announced, because I know that they did it for the recording of Right Here, Right Now at the Kia Forum. And it kind of went over well. So we thought that at the time, that's why they did this entire tour that way. And when they first announced that they were doing it, I was kind of apprehensive about it. Like, I want to see Ghost, but I don't really want to like not have my cell phone.
Yeah.
So, and it's not necessarily like because I don't want to I want to take photos and videos and stuff. Like if they say no photo, no video, we respect it.
Yep.
But our phones are like our lifeline. Like it's our third hand. It's whatever you want to say. We just have them all the time. So I didn't know how it was going to be to not have the opportunity to use it for 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever. So.
I honestly didn't care if I had to lock up my phone or not. I was more, I guess, apprehensive, or the explanation they gave of like, this worked for the LA show, the Right Here, Right Now recording. Like the energy was just so different. It was so much better. And at first when I heard that, I was like, yeah, but like, they also knew you were recording for a movie, so you can't just...
Or recording for something. I don't think they knew it was for a movie, but they knew their concert was being recorded.
So that's definitely going to impact their emotions and how they respond to you as well. Yeah. So
people are going to act differently when you know that there's cameras all over the place.
Right. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? That's kind of a bullshit answer.
Yeah.
It was what I thought at the time. I later sort of listened to more of that interview. Again, that was sort of like a headline I read. Later on, I listened to more of the interview that Tobias gave. about that, and the kind of and I'm going to paraphrase here, but he basically talked to like, hey, I'm trying to sing to someone, and when I'm singing to them, they're just shoving their phone in my face. And it's like, no, I don't want to sing to your phone.
Yeah.
I want to sing to you. Like, this is a moment between us and like the other people in the crowd. And as he's saying that, the video I saw was him standing on the side of the stage, holding like a young woman's hand, I think, and singing to her, singing a song. And as he's singing, she's got her phone up in his face, like doing this, like with her hand maybe there. But it was kind of funny because the video I saw was of the person behind them filming all of that.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're on that front couple rows, it's just everybody with their phone in your face. Then I was like, oh, I get it. You like, that is kind of what the fuck. You're like, this is supposed to be a moment. Remember this moment type thing.
Yeah. Like, you're not living in the moment. You are recording it for something else.
Exactly. So go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no, I was going to say we've heard other artists say the same thing, like Randy Blythe from Lamb of God. He's made the comments where he's like, I'm just going to sit in a chair and hold my phone out the entire time. I'll sing, but I'm just going to sit there and hold my phone.
Right.
Like, and have no energy and stuff like that.
Which, if you read his book, is sort of the same sort of concept he had after he was after his trial and he was walking out.
Yeah.
And he's just taking photos of the paparazzi, taking photos of him.
Yeah. Kind of being like, I'm going to shove my camera in your face.
Right. So it's a very similar concept. So, I mean, I get it. Again, the whole, like, the atmosphere was different for that show.
Yeah.
Sure. But I do think the filming of Right Here, Right Now had a big impact on that.
Yeah.
But seeing that video of him singing and just like all these cameras in his face, I was like, all right, that also makes like 100% sense to me.
It is fun though. Like, we watch on Quello and stuff, like old concerts. What's the other one that we watch concerts on?
Nugs,
yeah.
And then there was Veeps, which you don't have anymore.
Yeah. I remember like some 1990s like Metallica concerts that we watched.
Yeah, it'd be Nugs. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I remember watching those, and like, obviously nobody has a phone out, or a camera out or whatever. And it is cool to see the crowd and like how they interact and stuff like that. Versus now, everybody's like, just have to have their phone up. So,
and I get, especially from a fan perspective, people saying like, I hate phones at shows. I used to be that guy. I used to hate phones.
It was the Spirits Box show that really got me on phones, because every single person had their phone up for like the first 3 songs. And it's like, just fucking put your phone down.
I've kind of gotten over it. For the most part, I do feel like people have their phone up for a few, like a minute long like clip or something, and they'll put it down. I'll put mine up and do a bunch of photos real quick. I'll do a minute long video as well. Put it down. Sometimes I'll do it multiple times, but not for the entire song.
Yeah. There's not very many people now that we have seen that hold their phone up the entire time.
There was a show There was a show recently we went to, and a woman had her phone up filming. I think she may have been a fan of, obviously a fan of the band, but I don't know if she was with the band somehow and just filming like a video for them possibly. Yeah. But I basically watched the show through her phone, and that's one thing people complain about. I'm actually okay with that. I don't mind. Like, I don't like it. Don't get me wrong. I'd rather watch the show through someone's phone than stand next to somebody running their fucking mouth the entire time. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about the phones as long as it's quiet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the chatting is what I hate the most. The other comment I always see is, and I used to have the same comment, is there's no way you're ever going to watch this video again. Yeah. The sound quality's shitty. Your video's going to be shitty. But we talked to friends. You even said this. Where
I used to watch.
I go back and watch it all the time.
I used to watch the Avatar videos and the Disturbed videos all the time.
So just because I don't watch it doesn't mean those who are doing it aren't going to. So, and when you do photos too or videos, you do hold it like right in front of your face. Yeah. You don't hold it above your head.
I can't even remember what show recently, like the last couple shows that we were at, like there was a girl that just held it up. Oh, it was at Black Keys.
Oh, okay.
In front of me, and like she was like holding it like way up like this, and I'm just like, just hold it in front of you, like right. It's fine.
You actually were at a pretty good spot where you didn't have to hold it that far up.
Yeah, because it's not like, I mean, there was whatever.
We also have a friend, our Ohio friends, who went to Ghost as well and experienced, and we were talking to them about this after the shows as well, and he was like, yeah, I didn't want to get rid of my phone either. I was kind of upset about that. But, and I can't remember what the song was his favorite. Maybe Year One or something. I can't remember. Year Zero. Oh, sorry, Year Zero. And he's like, you know what? Every time, he's been a fan since way, way back when. Yeah,
a long time,
And he's gone to all their shows he can and everything. He went to 2 shows on this last tour. Yeah. So he's like, I'm a big fan. I love these guys. And you know what? Year Zero is my favorite song, or whatever it was. I think it was Year Zero.
I think it was Year Zero, yeah.
But he's like, I have actually never, ever watched Year Zero live without recording it.
Yep.
He's like, I recorded every single one. So he's like, so while I was kind of upset about not having my phone, it was really cool for me to finally get to watch that song live in person in the moment.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. That was kind of cool.
Yeah. I know when we went, I told you, because I don't have the tickets on my phone or anything like that. It's like, there's no reason for me to have my phone.
Right.
So I was like, I'm just going to leave it in the hotel. There's no reason to take it. And you kind of said, like, they're not going to believe you. They're going to search you. Like,
that does seem definitely like there's no way you don't go anywhere without your phone.
Yeah. So,
but you do go through the metal detector, so like clearly you could have probably done without it.
The only reason why I didn't want it is because I didn't know what the bag situation was going to be, and I kind of wish I would have left it in the hotel.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick, because the bag situation, I put it in my pocket.
Yeah,
it fit fine.
Men have big pockets.
They do, but they had little straps you could buy to put around your neck.
Yeah. So, and I saw a lot of girls or women having it like kind of like a sling purse around them. However, I'm bigger, and that it wouldn't work for me because the strap wasn't long enough to do that. It's just too tight or something, yeah. So that didn't really work. So I tried to hold it around my neck like a necklace sort of thing. It was heavy, and I'm like...
Pulling down on your neck to phone.
Like, I don't like this. So I pretty much just like... I wrapped it around my belt loop for a little bit.
Okay.
Like kind of did like the little... where you like stick it in and make a knot sort of thing. I did that for a little bit. I just like rested on the chair for a little bit because we had seats for that show. I kind of wish that I wouldn't have taken my phone just for that aspect. It was kind of cumbersome to like hold onto it, where for men, I saw a lot of men just have it in their pocket or, like whatever. However, my pockets aren't big enough. My pockets barely fit my phone anyways, so let alone with a big case around it. So
but yeah, I don't know. I just want to spend a few minutes talking about this. I completely forgot about the case situation with like holding on to it and whatnot. Like, again, I just shoved it in my pocket and it was fine. So yeah, good thing you experienced it differently. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about it. It wasn't as bad as I remembered it. And
I didn't mind it by the end of the night. I was like, well, one, it was kind of fun because when there was only ghosts, but like between sitting down and the show starting, like we actually talked to people around us instead of just sitting on our phone scrolling. So, because it's like what normally you are scrolling on your phone. So,
you don't. No, that did force you to talk to people if you wanted to have some conversation or be entertained a little bit through that time period for sure. That's a good. I didn't even think about that. That's good.
And the other thing to bring up is, well, before the show they said like make sure you bring a credit card or something like that because people do use their phone as their credit cards.
I didn't think about that either.
Yeah, and then the other thing was when we scanned the ticket, they gave us a receipt
which had your seat
number, and at first like you're like, what is it like?
I'd never gotten a receipt.
And then we got to the elevator or escalator, and you're like, oh, you had to know where your seat is because your ticket is your phone or your phone is your ticket.
I was just gonna memorize where my seat was because it was pretty easy. It was like section 213, row 13, seat 13. Like I tried to keep it simple.
We do that shit though. Other people don't do that.
This is gonna be easy to remember. I got this.
Yeah.
But no, I was like, oh fuck, that's why you have this. Yeah. Plus, if you just say like, no, I memorized my seat. This is where I'm supposed to be. Somebody walks in like, no, that's where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
Happens all the time. You go to sports ball games, people are jostling because it's like nobody was sitting here for the first 2 innings. Let me go down there.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Anyways.
We've been rambling too long, like we said we would. Yep. All in all, it wasn't the worst experience. No. The explanation, once I learned a little bit more about it, I'm more on board now. I do think, simply taking the phones away, I don't think that necessarily added to the energy in the show.
No.
I think the energy would have been the same regardless if people were allowed to have their phones or not. But if you're on the rail, maybe not. Maybe that would have been different if you were on the rail. We were in the seats, so...
Yeah, I'm sure from a performer perspective, it's probably better to actually see the crowd and not see a phone in your face.
For sure, 100%. So, you know what? They are the artists. If that's what they want to do for their show, go ahead. Go fucking do it. Don't listen to fucking me. It's your show. I'm here to see you perform, as are everyone else here. And if you say this is how we have to experience your show, cool. I'm on board. As long as I get to experience it and be there for it, that's awesome. So, I don't know. Just our quick little thoughts, our not so quick thoughts.
Yeah. Half episode thoughts.
But we'll catch you around.
Yep. Bye.